with my girl, Lori.
Hi.
And Lori, let's see, how many times have we done this as a host pick? 2 times?
Yes, exactly.
So I love this item. First of all, it's the coolest thing of all time. It's the most versatile product you'll ever see, and it is awesome. Those of you that love music will love our Ion Audio Ford Mustang. It sells out every time that we bring it out here. Classic retro styling, best price anywhere. And what you get is a great way to play your awesome records. All right, it doesn't matter what size, it'll do all the size, but it does more than that. It also, it's what we call true 4-in-1. It has a built-in drive for the turntable. It has an AM/FM tuner. It's recordable to USB.
Right, record your album.
Which we love, so you can take your albums and you can make them digital, and then you have an auxiliary port so you can utilize other devices as well within this. It is so collectible, built-in stereo sound, and of course it models after the classic Ford Mustang. I gotta tell you, if you're looking for something cool for Dad for Father's Day, and maybe Dad has some records left over, and you know all of us usually have 1 or 2 albums laying around. Right. A lot of us collect them. This is the most beautiful. I mean, it looks like the speedometer and the dashboard of a Ford Mustang.
1965
I have 1,000 to go around.
Mustang. Yeah. So yeah, this is always wildly popular. You and I, black for the very first time. Look. We've never had black before ever. Look at the beautiful emblem that you get. It looks like a paint job because of the lacquer finish. This is absolutely stunning. Gorgeous. This marries together 2 incredible passions, really. Love of cars and the open road and love of music all in one. So if you're having a very difficult time coming up with a creative and different gift for Dad for Father's Day, consider the Ion turntable. This is beautiful sound quality, but it is also this incredible cabinet. And I can't tell you, all the folks in the studio this morning have walked up and said, I love this thing. This is so beautiful. It is so much fun to look at. It's that conversation piece, conversation starter, but it is also that incredible turntable as well. So this is gonna play all 3 speeds of your albums, your 33 1/3, your 78s, your 45s. It is so, there's your 45 right there.
Your little, I got a bunch of Beatles things, Beatles albums.
Do you?
Oh, they're friggin' awesome.
So you're gonna be able to play your music from your albums. You said that you're gonna be able to actually digitize onto a flash drive. So if you have that USB drive, you pop it right in. Now you can not only listen to music that is on your flash drive, you can listen to it through the stereo speakers on your Ion. You can also record your albums onto that flash drive, which is really cool. So now you can take it to any computer and you can have that music now free of that record. So that's really cool. You can listen to auxiliary music. So if you want to plug in one of your phones or tablets where you might have a lot of music trapped and it has lousy speakers, plug it right into your brand new Ion Mustang, and now you've got that incredible sound quality. You've built-in speakers, headphone jack for private listening. You even have a built-in amplifier with this. So we're going to crank up this music here in just a moment and give you a sense of how this is actual room-filling sound. And I have to tell you, full disclosure, this is a really old album. It's not even round anymore.
Look at the rotary dial.
And look at the dials to this. Absolutely gorgeous. Look, an AM/FM radio built in as well. So look at this. Look at how you change the radio station using that rotary dial. It looks like a dashboard.
You could actually have a party around this machine.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you collect records, you own records. Remember, you can take your records and preserve them onto a USB stick.
Yes.
Onto one of these little memory sticks, and then you can take that music anywhere. Because none of us want it. We love playing our records.
Sure.
But most of us don't have a record player anymore. What I love about it is, and I'll do it, try to be really delicate here, but this is
this is a warped album, and it sounds amazing.
Yeah, listen. That part, the little scratch
where you have that little pop sound.
I'll put it on the very beginning. That's the part I love.
That sound.
Crackle.
You know you're gonna have a great time when the needle touches the record and you hear that music.
You're like, oh my gosh, that's old school.
It's excitement, it's anticipation.
If you're like my son and you're 16 years old, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But moms and dads and grandparents out there,
relate.
My mom, who's probably watching right now, is going, oh my gosh, because we used to play records when we were kids. We were little. We rented the bottom of a cabin in a ski area.
Oh,
and
right.
In there was an old record player, and in there also were Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, Burt Bacharach, all these classics from like the 60s. That's what was there. And we were kids. We didn't know any better. We fell in love with, to this day, I have all that music in digital, and I listen to it. It reminds me of my parents when we were kids. But anyway, that sound.
The way music affects you like that.
My father would make a fire in the fireplace, and we'd sit in this big, weird, like S-shaped, like wool chair.
Oh, okay.
So 60s.
Right?
And
so cool.
my dad would put the records on, and we would be like, that was it. That was our vacation.
And no other entertainment. There was no TV in the cabin. It was all about the music.
There was no cable.
Right.
What was that?
Wow. Way before the days of cable.
Yeah, it was fun.
So really, this is a musical hub for so many families out there. And maybe you're like Guy. Maybe you have these great memories of these, childhood moments in life where you listen to music and it takes you right back. So listen to this. Here we go to the crescendo of the music.
Look how beautiful closed.
It's so pretty. Look at the full emblem from a Ford Mustang. So if you're a Mustang enthusiast, if you've ever owned a Ford Mustang, and here's the speakers. So the speakers are on the sides.
Look, there. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it right here, but
we can turn it.
I'm trying to see the record. Turn it down, and there's the record spinning. See it?
Yep. And you have your line out right there, so you can plug this in. Yep, you can plug this into additional stereo speakers if you want to enhance the sound even further and make this a whole
because
room
obviously,
solution.
you have small speakers. They give out great sound, and I love how they blast it out from the side. But if you want to go buy yourself a couple of extra speakers and plug those in for a little more sound, or plug them into an existing receiver if you have that, then you've got a way to play records. They don't really make record players anymore.
It's really rare, right?
Remember I told you, Danny was like, that's cool. That's
is that
like
a CD?
It's kind of like, those look like big CDs. I'm like, well, that's kind of what they were, Danny. But you see, it's a little bit, the technology's a little bit different. We're using a little needle to take that music up, read it, and blast it out versus, a digital format, or using light like DVDs and CDs used to read things. It's the original.
It is. And there's a huge resurgence in albums right now. A lot of bands are actually launching their music on vinyl because they love the nuances, the warm, rich tones, that snapping and crackling, that putting the needle down on the record like you just did. So there is a lot of music available out there on vinyl records. And look at how sleek and sophisticated this styling is. It is absolutely gorgeous. And again, AM, FM radio built right in. Here's where you change what you're doing. You just touch your source button right here. So it goes through. There's your auxiliary. If I want to put this on FM, AM radio, if I want to listen to my USB. So I'm listening to music right now on this USB. If I want to switch to the next song.
Where's Matt Davis? I think of him when I hear this music. There you go. There you go.
We're having a hoedown.
He's doing a lot of this right now.
All right, but you can switch. So I'm going to go to the next. Oh, okay. Still picking and grinning a little bit.
Hi, everybody.
Listen to that sound.
Welcome to Cracker Barrel. Can I take your order?
Let me crank it up. Listen. That amplifier really makes the sound come alive.
That's loud without distortion. Like that.
There you go.
Way to Cracker Barrel.
Funky.
Come on, girl.
Hey.
Where are we now?
Listen to that.
I just wanna be with you, girl.
Woo!
Listen, no breakup.
And I'm turning it way back down now, but
Man, you don't want to know what Matt
right?
Davis is doing right now.
Is it too early in the morning for that?
I don't need to see that this
A little too early.
Hey, all right, let me update everybody, Miss Lori.
All righty.
So, my producer, Rob, says that red is selling the fastest and will probably sell out first because it's the most limited. We have the brand new black color. Look, this is this is totally 60s right there, right? James Coburn
great?
in like Flint. That's like, that's what it is.
Woo.
That's it. All right, let me show you the black. So here's the black.
Look at that
And of course, it
lacquer
has the beautiful
finish.
Ford Mustang logo on the front. And then I wonder if you can see that lacquered finish, how beautiful it is. And you want to keep this nice and clean because, that's that kind of retro, sort of retro look that you're looking for. It mimics the kind of the dashboard
Look
there.
at that with the analog
Speedometer.
dials and the round knobs. I love it.
And you can see the front. I'll spin it around. So speakers built into
Speakers
the side.
on the side. Yep.
Probably only weighs about, I don't know.
It's 7.5 pounds.
Yeah, that's about it, right? On the back again, you've got auxiliary jacks to be able to plug in extra speakers. This is your little FM antenna. So you just run that up just like that. And then inside, of course, and I'll open it for you. This is where obviously you play all your albums.
All sizes, all speeds will play. 33 1/3, 78 45s. Oh, let me show you another cute little trick. So underneath on the table here, you have your 45 adapter. You found it already.
Yeah.
So it's hidden away, but
on this one.
it securely stores
So smart.
right here on the front. So if you need it, it's right there. Do you remember we used to have to cut the cereal boxes?
Oh, yeah.
With the really thick cardboard to try to play your 45 if you couldn't find your adapter?
Before you put that on, Lori, let me show everybody too that, or you can show it while I'm tilting it, that the base moves a little bit. It has a little give.
Yep.
Spring action.
And a belt drive.
See how it kind of it moves a little bit, gives it a little bit, so that way it doesn't bounce around scratch.
Well, this is a very warped record,
Right.
and it sounds phenomenal on the Ion
Totally
Mustang.
does.
So even your old albums can come back to life again. And the really nice thing, too, is if you've ever wanted to make your music digital and you weren't sure how to do that, you're going to be able to do it now with your Ion. So you could be playing your album while burning it onto your USB drive. So now you can take that drive to any Mac or PC computer, and now you can load it on your phone. You can have that music everywhere. Instead of rebuying it digitally, this is a great way to digitize old tunes.
We are down to 800 and something left of these. Red is the most limited. If you'd love that, I love this music too.
Me
It's beautiful
too.
music. It's like, you know, background music at an outdoor barbecue.
Oh,
It's
perfect
beautiful.
for ambiance.
Love Hispanic music like this, you
And
know,
a
where it's
major
just got
crowd
that soul
pleaser.
all right, so we are extremely busy right now. If you want to get this home, we don't often get to do it on free shipping and handling. It's an extra $12. And normally it's a 3 or 4 flex, and they did $23.99. They always know, I guess they think they know I do this for host pick because I always love this item.
We love it.
And this price we're doing is about a host pick price. So, and I probably won't show this again until my host pick in probably October.
Oh boy.
So,
we'll have to tuck
and
it
here's
away.
another nice thing. We have a lot of you who belong to record clubs. A lot of you want to bring this with you when you travel. You know, if you're going to a friend's house or you're going to a
It's
party.
light. You can bring it.
It only weighs 7 pounds, so you can stick it in the back of the car and you can drive into a church thing or whatever, and you get to play your records again. That's the issue. It's just like a lot of us that have. Yeah, I know. Matt Davis is just, it's terrible.
Matt Davis.
So bad. But
You can move. You can bust a move,
Yet I can't
my
avert
friend.
my eyes. I have to watch it.
It's like it is. It's like a car
I have
crash.
to watch him dance. I
have
don't
to
know what it is.
watch.
All right, Rob, what'd you say? We got a caller? Let's say hi to Judy in Ohio. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Hi.
Judy. Did you buy this for you, Judy, or did you buy it for somebody else?
Oh, I bought it for me.
Oh, good for you, Judy.
You deserve it, Judy. Judy, what made you pick it up today? What do you love about it?
What I love about it is it's got that old look, the old car look, and my brother used to drive these kind of cars, and it just reminded me of that, and I just love it.
Isn't it great?
So nostalgic,
like the old
isn't
muscle,
it?
The old muscle cars that we
Yes, it
used to
is.
drive. I know, and did you get the red or the black? I bet you got the red.
I got the red.
Oh, it's gorgeous,
Judy, you're gonna love it. Do you collect albums? Do you have a lot of records?
Oh, I have an awful lot of records.
Yeah. And there's, you know, I'm so glad that we didn't throw those things away. We kept them.
too.
So, well, you're going to enjoy many, many years of enjoying this with all your records, and I'm so glad you took the time to give us a call. Thanks, Judy.
Thank you, Judy. Have a great morning.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy it.
Judy. All right, listen, guys, we are down to 2 minutes left. My producer, Rob, says he said we might stretch this a little bit. It always happens. You and I in this turntable.
I know, it's magic.
What is
it's magic. It's music,
And you're
it's
not
memories.
even getting to see
Matt Davis is over here doing like a very small dancing.
Where's the country music again?
The boots. Yes, I do have that. I kind of like the rock, but you know, okay, whatever.
TV's
We'll
Matt
go back
Davis,
here.
but
Let's
I
see.
don't
We'll
know
get
if
back to that.
Great.
It's great, right?
I want this.
isn't this cool?
I really want
There we
this.
go.
Yeah, it is pretty.
I have like
All right,
I have
do you-
like 600 albums at home.
Yeah, you have a ton of vinyl.
Do your little
A
dance.
lot of people don't have a way to
Just walk
play
off
their
set,
records.
Do your little. There he goes. I see him. He
He's
is
the dancer.
literally. He's sitting out front of Cracker Barrel
That
every
is a
day,
rare talent.
wearing that shirt and doing
Yeah,
that
and
little
like
dance.
kicking and grinning.
All right. Thank you, Matt, for coming out.
Thanks, Matt.
Putting up with us. All right. So extremely busy. We have put another minute or so on this because we are going crazy as we always do.
Yes,
Miss Lori.
always.
I've got 700 left. It's free shipping today. You know what I love is when you heard Judy. Did you see? She's excited.
Oh
you
my
know?
gosh,
It's like,
because classic cars. It reminds her of cars her mom used to own.
This is a trip down memory lane. It really
Yes,
is.
it is. It's
And
nostalgia.
I
It's memories.
and
It's
for me,
fun.
you know, for me, the first music, and I was little, you know, like little little boy guy, the first music I listened to was on a record player.
Right.
That's the first music we listened to. There was no other kind of music really before the record player.
Well, exactly. And a lot of people that did hold on to their albums don't have a way to play those albums any longer. You got rid of the big turntables because they were giant pieces of furniture, and people don't have room in their homes for that anymore.
Record shops never went away.
So
Did you notice that?
Record shops, and so popular now. Like, they are really coming back, those record stores.
Yeah. All right, guys, listen. There's only 200 left in red. It's a good thing Judy got through. We have the brand new black. I'll show you the black, too, and you'll see how beautiful these are.
So
you know what I love, too, that people love about these, Lori? And the last thing I'll say about it is, from a component standpoint, you can fit them with the rest of your stuff. Whereas a lot of turntables were built into a system and they were that
too
big.
bulky. This is very sleek and slim and gorgeous.
Yeah, love this.
Love it. And if it's for Dad, it will blow his mind. Might remind him of that old car he used to be in love with.
Gonna love it. You did such a good job as always. Thanks so much.
Great to see you. Thank you.
607-286. And by the way, huge customer pick. All right, now to my left, where is it? To my left, you may have noticed this recliner.